Hi everybody, it's Miss Mellon again. Remember, we just read a book about pond animals. Do you remember this book right here? Around the Pond. Who's been here? This week at Davis, the kindergarten classes are going to be talking about pond. The pond is a body of water. It's pretty small and it's got some really special animals in there, just like those ones that we read in that book, like the beaver, the heron, the frog, the turtle, the duck, the snake, and the snails. Don't forget all the bugs that live there too. What we're going to be doing in my class this week is we're going to be talking about ducks. Each kindergarten teacher talks about a different animal, but remember, when you do your research this week, you can pick any animal that you want to do your research on. Just be sure that you find a nonfiction book to talk about some really interesting facts. For instance, like I said, in my class, we do the duck. And so what we're going to be doing is reading this book so we can find some interesting facts. One thing about in this book, it doesn't really say pond that much because ducks can also be found in different bodies of water, like the river or lakes. So, but definitely we're going to be talking about ponds this week, okay? So we're going to talk about duckling days. Listen for how they, what they look like, what they eat, how they swim. All right, here we go. See if we can get this. There we go. In the grass beside the river, a mother duck builds her nest. She gathers grass and makes a hollow. She lines her nest with downy feathers. Ducks are birds, and so that means they're oviparous. They live in nests and they come from eggs. In the nest beside the river, a mother duck lays 6 white eggs. That's the word egg. She keeps them warm beneath her body. Inside each egg, a duckling grows. So that's what you call a baby duck, a duckling. And there's Mama Duck, sitting on her eggs, waiting for them to hatch. So remember, ducks are birds and they're oviparous. A duckling hatches from his egg. Oh, there's the baby duckling. He's trying very hard to push and tap, and he cracks the shell. He makes a hole with his tiny little beak. He taps and pushes and he breaks out of the shell and squeezes out. There he is. Well, now the brothers and sisters are also hatching. Other ducklings hatch beside him. At first, their legs are weak and wobbly. Their downy feathers are wet and sticky, and then they dry up pretty quickly near their mama. Look at how pretty she is. There's all the baby ducklings. Mother duck has 6 fluffy ducklings. She leads them down towards the river. Don't forget that they also live in ponds. One little duckling is left behind though. Uh-oh, maybe he's not quite as strong as the others. There's the word river, another body of water. Cheep, cheep, cheep is what the ducklings are saying. One little duckling cheeps and twitters. Where is his mother? Where can she be? Remember, he got a little left behind. The little duckling runs to find her. Oh no, he's afraid to be on his own. I hope he finds the ducks, his mama, soon. 5 ducklings jump into the water. They push and they paddle with their webbed feet. Ooh, there's a good fun fact, is they have webbed feet. Their feet are a little bit different than other pond animals. The little duckling, oh, there is his family. He finds them. Mother duck checks her ducklings. Yep, she's got 6 fluffy babies swimming beside her. Let's find out what she's going to eat. In the river here, also in the ponds, the water can be deep, but you know what? She's pretty good at diving. She can get down there and she can pick leaves and she can pick plants and she chases beetles. So that's what ducks eat. They like to get down there and eat plants and beetles and insects and little minnows, fish. The 6 little ducklings are still looking around them. Well, where is mother? Where can she be? Can you tell that she's right behind them with her tail up in the air, but her head is down in the water, getting what she needs to eat? Cheep, cheep, the ducklings call for her. Little babies. Near the pond, there's a bee buzzing in the air. A frog croaks from a lily pad. There's his croak. That's how he sounds. Two birds sing on a branch. Tweet, tweet. But Mother Duck does not answer. Where has she gone? Where can she be? Quack, quack is what she says. She pops up in the water. Quack, quack. Cheep, cheep. Her ducklings huddle around her. Next time, they're going to be much braver. The growing ducklings, they snap at tadpoles. Ooh, that's something awesome to eat, I'm sure. They pull at the pondweed with their yellow bills. Now they've got those bills because they're grown up a little bit more. They like to dabble in the water. They watch what their mother does because they're learning from her. They do what she does. Anything that Mama Duck does, she is teaching her babies how to do it too. Now their down feathers are growing into adult feathers. Look at their feathers. So the ducklings down grow into feathers. They watch their mother clean her feathers. They watch her as she flaps and she fluffs. She plucks and preens, and she strokes and she smooths. Mother Duck is combed, and now she's all clean. Look at how pretty she is. She's teaching them how to groom. 5 young ducks waddle from the river. They shake the water from their backs. They flap their wings just like their mother. They clean their feathers with their beaks. That word right there says wing. 1 young duck dabbles in the water. He's happy being on his own. Look at him. He can do it. He's much bigger now. He knows how to balance in the water. He knows how to dive for fish, for food, and he knows how to use those web feet for swimming. He's got this down. So here are some things just to recap about ducks. They live in nests. They are oviparous. They're born from eggs. They have to break that shell open to be born. You can find them in rivers along with ponds and lakes. They have webbed feet. This is like different parts on their body. They have bills, they have feathers, and they have wings. Those are some fun facts about ducks. All right, let's talk a little bit more about duck parts. Here we go. So we're going to talk a little bit about the parts of a duck, just because we're going to be using some of these parts to build a little craft. Okay, so this says parts of a duck. So here's what we learned, some of these things that we learned in the book, but here are some other things that they have. Well, the top of their head is called a crown. Okay, of course they have a back, their tail. They have wings because ducks do fly. They have those webbed feet that help with swimming. They have a little belly, of course. And their chest is called their breasts. And they're birds. And so they have a beak, but we like to say that ducks have bills. Okay, so now we're going to use some of those duck parts to make a craft. Let me show you what we're going to make. So you can do this at home. You just need to get a few materials. So what you're going to need is some scissors, some colored paper if you have some. If not, you can always just color them if you have some crayons, because you're going to need those too. You need some crayons, and if you have some paint, because you can paint if you want to. Okay, and so here's what we got. So one particular type of duck is called the mallard duck. And so what I like to make in my classroom is this little cute little paper plate duck. You see him? Mallard ducks have these beautiful colors, and usually you can tell a male mallard because they have the pretty green head. And the female mallard, she just has kind of a brown head. So for this mallard duck, paper plate duck, what you're going to need is, of course, a paper plate. So in your kitchen, if you can find a paper plate, you just need one like this. Okay, then you need some colored paper. Okay, and with your colored paper, you're going to draw some shapes. So we found out in the book that ducks have web feet. So if you can draw some web feet, they're going to need two. If you can draw a couple of triangles, we're going to use this for their bill. Okay. And then if you can draw a duck head, you can just draw something like this. Maybe start off with a little triangle, start off with a triangle, but then go around. Okay. So once you have all of those parts, okay, get your paper plate again. And we're going to do two different colors to make the mallard duck. In the middle of the paper plate, you are going to color it green, or you can paint it green, whichever one you want to do. So let me show you my green middle section. Okay, so you just want the inside part. Okay, for the outside part here is what you're going to paint brown, or you can color it. So that looks like this. Okay. Now, do you see how I have this little slit right here? We're going to need to do that for to our paper plate once it's all dried, or if you're finished with your coloring. You're going to need to get some scissors and make a little slit here at the top like this. So you just grab your scissors, okay, grab your plate once it's all dry, and make a slit right here in the middle and go all the way till you reach the green part. And you want to stop right there. And the reason why you want to have that slit is because that is where the duck head is going to go. So what you're going to do is get your plate, one more time, get your plate, color the middle, color the outside, because you need the green and you need brown, and get all your duck parts that you need, okay? I'm going to go ahead and get mine all cut out, okay? And I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Okay, did you get your duck head cut out? Did you get your web feet cut out? And did you get the two triangles cut out? All right, and of course, your paper plate that's been either painted or colored, either one. All right, do you remember when I said you needed this slit right here? You need that because now you're going to get your paper plate and you're going to fold it right in half like this. Make sure that the edges kind of meet as much as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect though. And then your little duck head, once you have it all cut out, is just going to slide right inside, just like that. Okay. Oh, another tool you're going to need, I forgot, is a stapler. All right, so I'm going to grab my stapler. And we're going to staple right here on the edge. And now we have our duck head in place. Okay, starting to look like a duck. All right, so once we are done with that, then we're going to get our web feet. Let's get our web feet here. Okay, now you can either put it on the outside if you want, or you can hide them inside. I like to hide them inside a little bit. So we're just going to get our stapler and we're going to go ahead and put a staple there on one side of the plate, turn it around, get your other duck foot. You can put it outside or inside. Okay. Oh, that one didn't staple. Let's do that again. There we go. Okay. Now we are really starting to look like a duck, but we need his duck bill. Okay. So we'll get his head here. Get one of your triangles. You're going to put it on one on each side of the duck head. So kind of line it up. And here is where you can put a staple. You know what? Let's go ahead and put the other one on the other side. So we can just put one staple to hold both. There we go. Look at that. Okay. And remember to, keep it open like this so that he can swim. Okay. And of course he needs some eyes. So just grab a pencil or a pen or a marker and draw little duck eyes so he can see. There you go. And now you have a paper plate duck ready to go swim in the pond. This is one thing that you can do if you're planning on making a duck this week for your craft, or you can look at the other videos that the other teachers are doing on crafts, and you can figure out which one you would like to do. But you know what? Your craft can be anything. It can be paper plate. It can be made out of anything. You can make a book. You can make a video. Do whatever it is that you want to do for your craft. I even have this funny little duck hat I'm going to show you. I actually made this at school with all these materials, but you can do a duck hat if you'd like. Let's see if I can get that on. Okay. If you want to do a duck hat like this, you just need some paper and you need some little sticks to make the wings, some tissue paper. You need some egg carton eyes. You need, maybe do the little fan fold for the web feet, but your little craft can be anything you want. Okay, so have fun making your crafts and have a fun Mare week. Bye.